What's up guys, it's Clyde here. Continuation of from my other video that it got cut off because it was using up too much of my phone storage space, so I had to switch the storage space to my memory card. So uh, um, yeah, so this is a 250 amp high output alternator that I purchased on eBay from BNR Parts. It's brand new, not rebuilt or remanufactured. So everything, this whole entire housing and everything is all brand new, specially made. And right here you got it's a stock Denso alternator. The housing is for the stock alternator is smaller compared to the housing of this 250 amp BNR products high output alternator, 250 amp. And then this is the overdrive pulley, smaller diameter than the stock pulley on the Denso alternator. And size wise, by looking at it, you can tell that the stock alternator is smaller housing than the 250 amp BNR parts high output alternator. The housing on that alternator is a lot larger, but everything else is the exact same. Mounting points and everything is the exact same thing. Positioning of the power wire is the exact same. Everything is the exact same except for this size wise. The housings are different. Stock alternator is smaller housing. The 250 amp high output housing is larger, as you can see over there. Everything's the same. Looking at it from the top, two mounting points, same thing, exact same. This side same that side. Stator windings there. The back is the same. Wire connector same thing. Two wire connectors. Everything's brand new. On this one, the part where the boat, that long boat threads right to this part here, but this part here you can see it's sticking out a little, so the fit was quite a tight fit. I had a hard time getting in and out of the car. And then on this 250 amp high output alternator, they had it set flush. The part that you thread on, it's set flush in there. It's not sticking out. So when you put it on mounted on the mounting block, it slides on easily. You don't have to use a pry bar to pry it on or pry it off, or tap it on with a wooden block and a hammer. It goes on easily. So they didn't. This part is usually pressed on, but they didn't press it all the way in to the point where this end sticks out. They had it flush on this end, knowing that it will be hard if they press it in like so on that stock alternator. If they press it in too much, you're gonna have a tight fit and a hard time getting on. But they used their brains and they're smart when they did it. They set it flush on this end, so you have an easy installation versus this one here. They just press it in too much, and you got it sticking out too much there. Too much on this side. This part is sticking out a lot too much, maybe about an 8 out. The other side is flush, so you're gonna have a tight fit when you put it on the car. See the marks there. I had to pry on that with the pry bar just to get it out of the car. But yeah, this is my this is my backup alternator that I bought for under $200 shipped. It was like $162. Shipping was $15, so $177 shipped to Hawaii for a 250 amp high output alternator. So you can't beat that. That's the cheapest I've ever seen. And packed really good in there and really tight, so you won't have any damages to the alternator. Everything was nice thick foam in there, packed on the sides, on the bottom, and on the around the pulley. All four sides are packed in tight, and on the bottom and the top and around this area. And this was actually flipped upside down, and this battery terminal part was faced on this, so they had this thing packed down with all these pieces, so this part won't break if you drop it or whatever. It won't break the stud off because it was all on this, packed extremely tight, versus the packaging of that GS Ultimate Alts alternator that was only packed with brown like paper bag or whatever, some kind of paper, all twisted up and shoved all around the sides. The only part that was covered with foam pieces like this was the pulley itself, and that's it. They just had like I said, they had the brown paper that was twisted up and shoved all around the sides, and like another piece of this flat rate box that was used for the top. But this one here, they had this foam on the top instead of using a cardboard box like the GS Ultimate Alts had. Jonathan Smith had on his 240 amp high output alternator, which will be coming out because it is crapping out on me again. Second time it's going to be rebuilt. The first time it ran only for 15 to 20 minutes when I just got it. 15 to 20 minutes runtime, and it burned out. The whole entire stator was cooked. It was all totally burnt. Had it shipped out to him to have it rebuilt, and then he sent it back. Ran it for about a month, and then just a couple of days ago it started acting up on me. Voltage was going haywire when I'm stopped at a stoplight. The voltage drops down to 12.4 volts, which is not charging. And then when I go to accelerate, when the light turns green, I go to accelerate, then the voltage goes back up to 14.2 volts and starts charging again. So something definitely is wrong with that GS Ultimate Alts 240 amp alternator from Jonathan Smith. So yeah, it's my backup alternator right there is going in. GS Ultimate Alts coming out and sending them back to Jonathan Smith for another rebuild, second rebuild. But yeah, that's my update. Okay guys, it's Clyde here signing off.